What's up YouTube? How's everybody doing today? I'm going to make a video as the description advised. 6 things I don't like about this freaking Dirty Max. So here we go, guys.
Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Guys, like I'm saying, these are the 6 things I don't like about my Dirty Max. I'm gonna get my little list out here on my phone because 6 things are hard to remember. So many things I like about this Duramax. It's hard to come up with 6 things I don't like about this Duramax. So, all right, the first thing is the rust. I don't like the rust that this thing has. There's not a whole lot of it. Except for back here. There you go. Got rust on this side. Got more rust on this side. And then actually the next part of this truck that I'm actually going to be replacing is the rust on the tailgate here. Now obviously this truck, you know, which will be the next thing I don't like about this truck. Obviously, you know, this truck's gonna have rust. I don't see why it wouldn't have rust. It's an older truck. It's a 2001 Duramax. You know, something's gonna rust out on it eventually. Like I was saying, the tailgate, I'm actually gonna be replacing that here soon with just a used tailgate that doesn't have any rust, hopefully in the same color, which is another topic. But I really believe that these running boards here that I have really helped these not to rust out completely. Usually if you see, you know, the 2001, 2002 Chevy trucks, and even some of the newer ones too, they are rusted in them rocker panels. Them rocker panels are destroyed by rust, just because water can get up in there, leaves can get up there, snow gets up there, salt gets up there, everything gets a freak up there. So probably, like I said, one of the reasons why that running board on both sides, one of the reasons why those rockers have lasted so long is because of those running boards stopping a lot of that water and debris getting up into the rocker and helping it along and stuff. So that's the first thing. That's, you know, the first thing I don't like about this Dirty Max. Now let's go back to my list. The mileage. When I bought this truck had 414,000 miles on it. And believe it or not, I was the second owner of this truck. The second, yes. The first guy took it from 0 miles up to 414,000, which is a lot of mileage. I did get the truck for a very, very good deal, so that's why I didn't pass it up. It had some issues. It needed shocks. It needed, you know, an injection pump and some other little stuff, some tires it needed and stuff like that. But that was like minuscule things, you know, things that were wearable items, which I understood and I was totally okay with. So now, and I bought this truck about a year and last August. I bought this truck last August, so a year and a few months. Now it has 440,000 miles on this thing. 440,000, almost 500K. 500,000 miles, people. 500,000. That's freaking crazy. The truck runs great. The truck acts great. But the mileage is obviously always a concern. You know, with just being as high as it is, even though it's a diesel and it's Duramax, it just goes to show that these trucks can really handle the mileage. the engines and trannies at least can handle the mileage. And I know these LB7s have issues with injectors, which as far as I can tell, haven't had any issues with injectors. I don't think they've been replaced, but I don't know for certain, so I can't answer that for you guys if they've been replaced or not. But mileage, the high mileage is another thing I don't like about this truck. The next thing I don't like about this truck is the freaking transmission, as I was saying before. The transmission is an Allison 5-speed in this thing, and it's a great transmission, but it's a 5-speed, not a 6-speed, which I know I can convert it over to 6-speed, but I'm just not at that point yet. The only big problem I'm having with the transmission right now is it makes so much power, which I guess it is making a lot of power, that if I get on it too hard down the drag strip or, you know, going too fast on the highway or something like that, it'll actually go into limp mode. So it goes into the limp mode because of, you know, too much power or torque or something. I have a tune on it. I have some other little tiny mods on it, not a whole lot of mods, just enough to make the tranny go into limp mode. So that's kind of a pain in the butt sometimes to deal with if I'm getting on too much and it goes into limp mode and I have to pull over and reset the code because of a 5th gear slip, and then I get back on the road and I'm back on my way again. So that kind of sucks. That's one thing that I don't like about this Duramax. One day I am going to build the transmission. I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet, but it'll happen. I'll build it and then we'll be fine. I can whale on this thing and just go down the road at 150 miles an hour. Okay, maybe like 110. All right, being honest, guys. The next thing I don't like about this Duramax is the freaking color of it. The color is horrendously ugly. It's probably, you know, to be honest, it's probably the most common GM or Chevy color that they ever came out with in the entire world in a million years, ever, forever, and ever, and ever. It's that forest green color. And I don't like it. It's not a cool color. Like, I'd much rather have like a black or a white even, maybe. I don't know. This green is just ugly. GM put it on every single truck, van, car that came out on the assembly line, it seems like. It seems like it was such a popular, it's trash can color as far as I'm concerned. You ever see the trash cans on the side of the road and they're green? That's what color this truck is. Trash can green. That's what I'm gonna call from now on. Trash can green. The next thing I don't like about this Duramax is, and you guys might agree with it, you might not agree with it, but it's a dually. I don't like the fact that it's a dually, to be honest. We'll go back and take a look at the dually part. But it's huge. It is so freaking huge. I just don't like it. And I'm going to tell you why I don't like it. The reason why I don't like it being a dually is mainly because when I need tires, I got to buy 7 of them. Not 4, not 5, 7. 7 tires gets very, very expensive. That's the biggest reason why I don't like it being a dually. Other than that, one other bad thing about it being a dually is it's huge. Like, it's hard to back up sometimes. It's hard to squeeze into parking spots because you got 4 tires in the back as opposed to just 2 tires in the back. So it is kind of a pain in the butt to park. It sucks a little bit. Other than that, tires, I would say buying tires for this thing is probably the biggest gripe that I have, is buying tires. It's just so expensive to buy tires. And like I had to do with these tires when I got them was, you know, in order to fit these 33s on here, I had to put a 2-inch spacer in the rear because it's a freaking dually, and the tires would have rubbed if I wouldn't have done it. So I had to get a 2-inch spacer for the rear in order for the back tires to fit properly and not rub and stuff like that. Now, don't get me wrong, the dually look does look cool. It's just purpose-wise for what I'm doing with it, it's not something I really enjoy at all. Last but not least, everybody, I think the number one, and I've complained to people about this numerous times, I think the number one thing that I really, 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 really don't like about this Duramax truck, this GMC Sierra, is right there. That right there. That right there. This guy. I don't like this at all. I hate it. It's the worst thing in the world. I hate this extended cab. That is literally the worst thing about this entire truck, is that extended cab. I so wish that this would have been a crew cab with another regular opening door instead of a suicide extended cab. I don't like extended cab trucks. I hate them. I think they're they have no purpose whatsoever to have an extended side, you know, truck at all, except for the fact that it makes it smaller, shorter, but basically, you know what I mean? And that's pretty much the only reason why they do it. I don't know why else they would do that, to be honest, at all. But I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. I hate that. God, I hate that. I hate it so much. I just do. But yeah, that's the last thing. I don't like the extended cab, and the only reason I don't like it is just because I just don't like it personally. It's just not my taste. I don't like the way it looks. I don't like the way you have to open one door to get the other door open. It drives me freaking nuts sometimes, especially, you know, considering I have kids and they sit in the back. So obviously, in order for them to get in, you know, I got to open my door and stuff. So now you have all these doors open just to get, you know, into the truck, which does suck a little bit. But anyways, that's the last thing I don't like about this truck. That is 6 things I don't like about my Dirty Max, my Duramax, my GMC Sierra 3500. But you know what, in all honesty, guys, you know, I got it for such a good deal. Even though there's some things I don't like about this truck, I couldn't pass it up. I would have been really stupid to pass buying this truck for the price that I got this truck for, and putting a little bit of money into it, the little bit of TLC that I did into it, to make it kind of where I wanted to be. You know what I mean? So even though there's some things I don't like about it, I still love the truck very, very, very much. And I might even do 6 things that I like about the Duramax. I don't know. I'll be honest with you, there's so many things I like about the Duramax that I don't know if I could pick 6 things. It was kind of hard coming up with 6 things I don't like about the Duramax, but I figured you guys would enjoy a video on the Duramax and things that I don't like, considering you guys are seeing me in it all the time, and I talk about how cool it is and how much I like it and stuff. And I don't care what none of you say, the cap is not coming off, the running boards are not coming off. I actually love the cap, and I actually love the running boards. You'd be surprised. Like, if you had this stuff, you'd know, guys. The cap is amazing. That cap has saved me many times with putting stuff in the bed of my truck and not letting it get wet or messed up or anything like that. And the running boards, I don't know, I just like them. I think they're cool. Like I said before, they saved the rockers from rusting out as much as they already have, and they're nice to have to be able to get in the truck if you need to get in the truck. Plus, I'm an old man, so you know, my legs are giving out. You know what I mean? They're not giving out, but if they were giving out, the rockers would be coming in handy right now. You understand what I'm saying? Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys liked what I had to talk about. If you have any comments, put them below. Lots of information in the description, guys. Don't forget to click on the description to see what's all in there. There's a whole bunch of cool stuff in there. T-shirts, sweatshirts for sale. You know, links to other YouTubers that I enjoy watching and I'm a part of and stuff. All kinds of neat stuff like that. So click on the description. Don't forget to subscribe as well, guys. Let's get that count up. I'm looking for that 10,000. Once I hit that 10,000, opening up a PO box for everybody to have a little fun with. So get me to that 10,000 so we can make that happen. The faster that happens, the more fun we're gonna have. All right, guys. Facebook, Diablo Formula Racing. Instagram, Diablo Formula Racing. Go make that shit happen. Deuces.